everybody, it's Christy back with another video, and today we have Upcrate 36 came in the mail, and I'm going to unbox it and swatch the supplies and see what's what. So I already opened this little tab, but you can see it's not all the way open, just so that I don't have to turn the box over. Now we are cutting into the Upcrate, and let's see what we got. All right, it says on your marks, get set, draw. Okay, so let's see if this is markers or pencils. No, the sticker is making it difficult. Okay, here we go. So let's see what we've got. We have a piece of something there. That's not a good start. Let's hope that's not reminiscent of what's in this box. Ooh, okay. So, masking fluid. Ooh, it's Upcrate sponsored masking fluid. I am interested to see what this will do. We have another Factis eraser. We have a nice pencil sharpener. Is this a Koh-i-noor? Oh, it's a Lyra. It's a Lyra pencil sharpener. And then we have Lyra Rembrandt Aquarelle pencils. We have, oh, these are like chonky, kind of like the Albrecht Dürer ones from Faber-Castell. So we have dark sepia, Delft blue. Oh, we have a whole bunch. Viridian, Oriental blue. It's a weird name. Sorry, can you see those? And Scarlet Lake, and dark orange. Okay, that's cool. And then this is a Koh-i-noor pencil. It looks like just a regular pencil. It doesn't look like the pencil is aqua fancy. Ooh, and then we have this fancy brush. It's like super floofy. Oh, look at the shapes. This looks like it's going to be fun. This looks like it's going to be fun for my daughter and I to do together. She is at school right now whilst... Oh, this artwork's so cute. All right, hold on. Paper. Okay, let's count the paper, because Upcrate lately I have felt like they are shorting us on paper. So how much paper did we get? Stickers. Hold on. Paper. Three sheets of paper. Yeah, I just feel like 5. I feel like 5 is the minimum for me to be happy with a box, because if I split it with my daughter, then we have to split this and we only have 1 each. We don't have 2, so that we can't make a mistake. So I really would prefer that. Also, this was pointed out to me, and it's something that I want to make sure that you see. Upcrate is valuing this book at €5. So when they are including all the value at the end, they are including €5 worth of value in this book. The books are nice. I don't know that I want €5 worth of material going into the book. So that is something to consider if you are buying these boxes and it matters to you. We'll talk a little bit about the with and without at the end, but it's something that I hadn't noticed, and Jamie Eddy over at Jamie Eddy Art. If you don't follow Jamie, you should. I'll link her below. She pointed it out in Doomsayer Designs Discord, and I did not realize that. So just wanted to point it out. So let's look at these supplies. Memories are incredible. So we've got 6 pencils here. Oh, cool. And we all got the same colors. That's kind of nice, because I feel like sometimes we get, well, last month we all got different stuff. But I've never really played with these watercolor pencils, so I'm super jazzed to see how they turn out. Upcrate masking liquid. Does it say what company made it? No. But we'll see. We'll see how good it is. We'll see if I like it or not. The Artist Wash Brush. So it's English wash brush in flat oval shape. I'm interested to see how I'm going to use this, because that's a big brush for watercolor pencils, which are detailed, and usually I would use a smaller brush to move them less. All right, the Lyra sharpener, and usually German sharpeners are always good. the Tri eraser. So hopefully that eraser will work well with these pencils. The Koh-i-noor Hardtmuth. And then it says Artspaze aquarelle paper. It is 300 GSM and 100% cotton. So that's nice. That's excellent paper. It says paper block. But then we didn't get a paper block. We only got 3 sheets of paper. Well, it's only valuing the paper at €1. So, okay, that's fine. So again, €1 for the paper. And they're saying this is worth €5. So, like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that so much. If I'm being entirely honest, I would rather that we get a smaller magazine and more paper. But I also have a ton of paper. But if I was just a new person to art, that would be something that I would feel nervous about the little bit of paper. All right, so the co-captain is Ruben Newby. I'm Elena Movsha, and she is a children's book illustrator. Oh, that's so cool. Traditional and digital techniques. So here's the piece of art that we got. And look at all these pieces of art. Oh, this style is so beautiful and whimsical, and I just love it. And that is also their name on Instagram. So go and follow this person on Instagram. I sure am going to do that. Oh, that fox. I bet my daughter is just going to eat this up. She's going to be like, Mom, I want to hang this in my bedroom because it is too cute. So here's some more of her whimsical drawings. So cute. I like to see a fairy tale in ordinary things and share it with the audience. Oh, I love that. I just love it. So there's a how-to video here. So I'm definitely going to check out that how-to video. Here's some art hacks for sketching with watercolor pencils. Art hacks. More art hacks for sketching animals. That's good. I need that. And, okay, these are other people from Sailor of the Month. Oh, cool. So this is somebody who they're featuring who already has boxes in the past. That's neat. Illustration tips. So yeah, I mean, I do like the magazine. Like, I'm just kind of going through here to show you all of what it gives you. And then it's going to do a how-to illustration step by step. Which, if you are new, would be helpful. And this is somebody who, I'm not sure. I'll have to read on this one. It's another person that they are featuring. Oh, and they're showing you how they used the pencils and did like a color wheel and then color chart. Different ways to use wet on dry and wet on wet, combining techniques. Cool, cool, cool. So that's neat. And then there's some more stuff here. Yeah, so this just goes on for a really long time. This was Let It Out, the Upcrate Battle with the Scrim watercolors. Let's look at these. I loved this box. This is the one I did the mermaid for. So these are so good. So good. And this is 33. I had Upcrate 33 and life got crazy and I didn't actually do it. But wow, these are neat. I wanted to do a map of Hyrule. That should shock nobody because I'm like, you know, Miss Zelda over here. And then these are Upcrate Battle posts just in general. It doesn't say one specific thing here, so that's cool. So what is the Upcrate Battle this month is Childhood Dreams. Okay, so that's really neat. I'm looking forward to doing that. So this is 100% cotton, 300 GSM paper. I may pull out some of my B watercolor paper to test on. I don't know. I'm going to think about it because I don't necessarily want to test on the paper that I'm going to do. My daughter is going to snatch these stickers in 5 seconds. I'm not going to get any of them. She'll even cut out these little guys, I bet, because she'll just love that so much. So stay tuned. The next thing you're going to see is probably a swatch And it'll either be me swatching with my daughter or a split screen of both of us watching, because I know she's going to want to participate in this box. So here's my finished piece, and I have a lot I need to say and explain about all of this. So let's go all the way back to the swatching. Let me find my swatch cards, and let's start there. I do love how my piece turned out. I'll say that. But before I look at this piece, let's start with the swatches. So there were a lot of things going on here. So first of all, I think these pencils are okay. I do not like them better than Albrecht Dürer. I don't think they're meant to be quite the quality of Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer, so I will say that. However, I did think that they really didn't want to move on this paper. This is cold press paper. I think for these pencils and this project, hot press paper would have worked a little better. I think we would have gotten a little bit less stubborn pigment and it would have moved nicer. On the cold press paper, which this is good paper, but the masking fluid, it wanted to rip the paper. Now, okay, it didn't rip the paper there. Well, it did a little bit, yeah. Let's pull like this piece off over here. See how it ripped? That was a perfect circle and it ripped it. Let's do it over here. Yeah, see, you can see here. It's just ripping this paper. So I was a little afraid to use the masking fluid on this paper. So I wanted to try a few more tests before I did anything. So I grabbed some cellulose paper and I tested some of the supplies on cellulose paper. Here is it coming out on cellulose paper. It wasn't necessarily that much better, but it was a little bit better. It came off a little better. And if you look at the masking fluid coming off of cellulose paper, it definitely ripped a lot less badly. It definitely was a lot easier to remove. Like, let's do this line here, and you can see how clean that came off there. So, and this one is not ripped at all. So, again, a smoother paper, I think, would work really well. I actually really love the masking fluid. I just think it shouldn't be used on hot or cold press 100% cotton paper. I think it worked better on flatter paper. Okay, so something else that I kind of thought when I was going through here was that this was a really strange brush choice for this box. Partially because of the size, but more so because these bristles are super soft. And if you're going to move watercolor pencil, you want like a synthetic fiber that's going to be a little bit stronger. So that's what I did here. And you can see the huge difference between here, where I had to really work to even get that much pigment, and here where if you watch the test, it just bloomed right off. And I just used this synthetic brush. It's a Craftimo brush from Emma Lefebvre. It's synthetic, it's nice and short, and it was able to move things a lot nicer. Even when this just holds so much water, and it's soft, and that's a great brush for certain things. I'm not saying I don't enjoy the brush, but for this particular project, it seemed like the wrong choice. And then down here, this is an Arteza woodless watercolor pencil that I wanted to kind of test against just to see. It's kind of a cheaper pencil, but a pencil that I really like using for watercolor pencil projects. And it was about the same as these whenever you use the synthetic brush with them. So all things considered, I think that set me up to kind of do a test run, and I kind of knew what I wanted to do for my test run. So that's why this was done in a book and it wasn't done on the paper given, because this was a test run and it just kept going. So I said, I'm going to film it just in case it really turns out great. And that's what happened here. So this is, it's technically cold pressed, but it's mixed media paper. So it's very flat and thin. It's in my Stillman and Burn sketchbook that I love so much. And I thought this would be a good place to test products and see how things went. The Upcrate battle was Childhood Dreams, so immediately I thought it would be really fun to do a mermaid tail coming out of the water and splashing, and that the masking liquid would really do this cool thing to do like the splashing effect on the water. I didn't mask off any spots in the water because I didn't know that this was going to be my final piece. Excuse me. So full disclosure, I did end up using a little bit of white ink just in a few spots in the water to try to give it some more depth. But I kept going and I really liked it, and so I ended up with deciding that I was going to keep this as my final piece. So I'll save that really nice cotton watercolor paper for a different project, but I had a lot of fun with this box. I love that I got to test these pencils because this is a brand of watercolor pencil that is expensive for me to get here in the US. The pencil was fine. The eraser was fine. The eraser actually worked really well with the colored pencils, which was nice. The sharpener was fine. I don't necessarily think I needed a sharpener over another pencil, but the pencil selection, the color selection was actually pretty good. Like I said, I loved this brush for making like this big wash on the background where I just scribbled on my palette and did it, but for anything else, I really ended up using this brush a whole lot because I knew that it was going to keep my pigment in check and work a lot nicer. If you're wondering what this palette is, this is the Caran d'Ache Petite Aquarelle palette. This side of it is textured. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there you go. You can see the texture, so you can scratch a pencil on it and pick it up. This side is nice and smooth. You can see my ring light there. So you can use markers on it and pick up water-soluble markers. It's $11 on Amazon. I'll link it, and I'll use my affiliate to link it below. It's one of my favorite things. I can't recommend it enough if you're somebody that plays with different things that are wet mediums. But that's my piece. I think it turned out really good. Let's talk about pricing. So here's the pricing, the best I could do it. I paid 28 euros for this box, and right now, euros and dollars have a 1-to-1 ratio, so I paid 28 bucks for this box. The Upcrate pricing was $11.94 total for the 6 pencils at $1.99 a pencil. The Lyra sharpener was $1.39. The Koh-i-noor pencil was 90 cents. The Upcrate masking fluid was $5 for 30 milliliters. The wash brush was $3.25. I could not find this brush anywhere, so I'm going to give them this value because it seems like for something similar, that would be a good value for the brush. Factis eraser was $1.20. Artspaze paper was $1. Again, I gave them that because it is high quality paper and you got 3 sheets of it. That seems reasonable. And the magazine is $5 or €5. So we'll talk with and without the magazine. I gave them the price of the magazine just because I have nothing else to compare it to. Now, for the pencils, the best I can do here in the US is getting 12 for $14.18. If I broke that down, half of that would be $7.09 for 6 of them, but I can't buy just 6 of them. I would have to buy 12 of them, and so I'm going to use that 12 price because I think that's what's fair. It's like if I were to try to recreate this box, I would end up with more product, but I would only be able to do it for that price. The pencil sharpener, the best I could do was a similar sharpener for $2.50. The pencil was $1. Masking fluid for $5.55. I took their price for the wash brush. The Factis eraser at $1.24, so very close. And then I took these 2 prices. So I ended up saying that Upcrate valued their box at $29.68. I paid $28 for it. That's with the price of the magazine. Without the magazine, they're only valuing this box at $24.68, which I don't know about that. But I will say that, like, being in America, I can't get a lot of these things easily, and I like trying things from Europe, and so this gives me a chance to do that. So I will give them that part of the value. If I lived where some of these things were more common and easy to pick up, I might not feel the same. For my best price, it would have been $33.72, so that's about $5 more than I paid, but it's $28.72 without the magazine, so it's barely above what I paid. But again, I can't get a lot of these things affordably in America. I don't know that I necessarily needed the pencil sharpener or the pencil. I like the masking fluid, but I don't like that I don't know who made it, because if I want to use this tube up and then grab it, I really like the applicator that they have provided here. I think this is going to work really well for this book and other books like it that I want to do masking projects in. So I would like to know whose masking fluid this is so that I can actually, you know, do it again. But so overall, that's kind of where the pricing falls. You can decide for yourself if you think this was worth it. Did you get this box? Did you like this box? How were your feelings about this brush? Let me know in the comments below. And that's going to be it for me today. I hope that you enjoyed this and enjoyed watching my childhood mermaid dream come to life. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.